Hi, soul family. I didn't give anybody any notice because I just decided to do this. I'm heading off to get an oil change for my, I was going to say my sexy beast, for my ET Angel. And I thought about our engines are us, right? And the oil changes are important, and this vehicle has definitely been neglected. So is mine. So what do you need to do to change your oil? I'm getting absolutely everything done, checking the air pressure in my tires, on and on. But the reason I came on mostly was because I'm giving myself half an hour to go do a few things, right? I'm not working for 5 minutes. And I've had a lot of requests for prayers for Australia and for prayers for others who are suffering. My Uncle Phil's cat, Mama Kitty, she's got pneumonia. Amy's got a lot of pain. Melissa's got a lot of pain. I've been thinking about a lot of people that have a lot of pain. I haven't slept in days, nights. And so I'm a Reiki master. So what I do is I send Reiki healing. And even I want you guys to see, look how pretty it is. I'll let you see. I've got my hands on the wheels, so don't anybody get mad at me. It's just too pretty to look at. Instead of looking at me, you might as well look out there. So even as a Reiki master, I know that I am very powerful. I know that I am. I know that we all have gifts, and that is one of mine that I have learned to use. I'm a healer, and so Spirit has asked me to use my healing abilities. And so I've been sending Reiki. I've been up. You guys know that I spend a lot of time awake at night, and I have to be awake in order to receive my downloads, I've now realized. And so I might as well be doing something productive while I'm awake, because it's, pretty awful just to lay there for hours. But I end up finding myself crying a lot because I'm seeing so many things that I would rather not see. Even when I am sleeping in my astral traveling. I've been going to Australia for a couple of months now and having people, actually it's been longer than that now that I look back. I have relatives. That's where my grandmother come from. So anyway, that was just Spirit showing me a connection, right? That's why I was feeling this, because I guess I was being shown something was coming on. Anyway, the point is, I can't really see your messages because I got to keep my eyes on the road. I sent Reiki out. I was up and I was going through my Instagram. I go through my Instagram to inspire me for my little... got interrupted. I started an Instagram page for my trailer so that I could chronicle, my progress, which has not been much until, Anyway, I have friends from different places, and there's a friend that I connected with a long time ago, and I didn't realize that she lived in Australia, but she does, and she posted this big long post with a blood bag, and she was thanking all of the anonymous people who take time out of their day to do something like give of themselves in that way. And it saved her because her husband wasn't able to give her what this person was able to give her. And so the songs in the background are cracking me up. So anyway, but I didn't know what it was at the time. It was just, it was a very long, heartfelt, and it made me worry for her because I knew that she was suffering in some great way. This is a woman who's very strong and doesn't say anything about herself. She's generally worried about everybody else. And so I said to her, now you've got me concerned. I've been up all night, every night anyway, and I'm feeling it, right? Just talking about it, I feel it. Just beginning to speak about the Reiki, I already feel it moving through my body. See, I know that I feel it, right? And I have had others that I've done Reiki on send me messages like, yeah, I felt this or I felt that. And Amy felt it when we all sent her energy. She felt it in the back of her neck when we all sent it. Energy it's real, right? So I said, you've got me concerned, so I'm going to send you Reiki. And I said, that's what I can do to help you. I've been doing it, sending it to the animals in Australia, to the people, to my spiritual twin, to my cats. My cats are suffering. My Uncle Phil's cat's suffering, which makes him suffer, right? That's his baby. And he lost his wife a few years ago, and that cat means everything to him. So I'm sending it to you. And of course, she was sleeping when I was, I don't know what the time difference is, but I said, I'm just going to send it. And if you don't accept it, that's fine. You know, it'll just come back to me, and I certainly need it. Because it's, you know, when I do it for myself, it also helps me. So I said, I'll use my cat, because my cat's suffering. Sammy has asthma, and he has allergies. The landlord's carpet's just filthy, and it exasperates it, right? So I sent it. And this morning I was going through my Instagram comments, and there was a message from her. And I wish that I could, maybe I'll share it on, I shared it on one post just a few moments ago. But she was saying to her husband that she felt something happening to her. And she's thinking, oh God, now what? You know, now what? Complicated on top of everything else. But so her husband was concerned, and she said, I don't know, it feels like a loving energy. So I'm just going to allow it. And then she says, I was able to fall into the most peaceful sleep. And when I woke up, I got your message, and my husband and I traced it back. And what I started feeling in my body happened 7 minutes after you posted that message. I'm telling you, it freaking works. I needed to see that. I needed to hear that myself, because we all think, you know, there's really not much we can do, and what can you do if there's someone that you love that's suffering and they're not in your physical presence? And I was dealing with a client this morning, and this person was telling me about this one that they cared about very much, but they haven't been speaking. And I said, do you feel the connection between the two of you? Because this is clearly, I can see that this is a spiritual connection. And I said, I feel it when I connect with my spiritual twin. My heart chakra starts to spin, almost to the point of where I can't breathe. And the person said, yes, I feel like my heart flips back around. And I said, there you go, that's it. So you don't have to be in their physical presence. All you need to do is lift your vibration. Do anything you need to do to stay positive, to say, you know, there's enough feeling sad. There's enough feeling sorry and worrying about the fires, about sickness, about Mama Kitty, about Sammy's asthma, about my twin, about anything that's going to happen tomorrow. We can't do anything tomorrow. And if you're on the other side of the world from someone that you love, what can you do? You can see them surrounded in love. And if you are someone like myself that has the gift of, that's my gift. I'm a healer. And Spirit kept telling me for the longest time, healer, heal thyself. Heal your twin. When you heal your twin, you're healing yourself, right? We're mirrors. So it was just really wonderful confirmation for me that it was felt so strongly in Australia when I sent it. I mean, I was definitely working with Spirit, and I was definitely sincere in the way I felt it. I just sent it again to Uncle Phil and Mama Kitty. And my intention when I do it is that they feel it. Please let them feel it. And to my twin, I said, I want him to know I'm sending him my love. I'm sending him healing. Obviously through Spirit, but I want him to know it matters to me, and I'm doing what I can, right? So we all can do this. And you don't have to be a Reiki master to send somebody love and ask for healing. I work with Archangel Raphael, clearly, right? He's the healer. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger. Archangel Michael is the protector and the shielder. The song right now is I'm hearing voices in my mind, every single lie that tells me I'm not good enough. I love this song. This is like one of my theme songs. It's the ones that I send out to my clients. I'm glad Spirit brought it up again. I haven't heard it for a while. And it's called You Say. And it's basically Spirit saying, you are good enough. You are worthy. You don't freaking need to compete with anybody. We hear you. We're here. We're proud of you. But there are so many people that are struggling right now because they don't feel good enough. I don't have enough money. I don't know if I can give this person a life that they deserve. They deserve somebody better than me. My mother said that to somebody that cared about me once. You know, go away, leave her alone, and let her have somebody that she deserves, somebody that will give her a better life. And that wasn't her choice to say, and that was not what I agreed with, but the person believed it, and it happens all the time. So a lot of times people are feeling unworthy. A lot of times people are they're having a hard time financially, and they're embarrassed maybe for somebody to know the position that they're in. So when I did the Reiki just now, I sent it to, I can feel it. My heart's spinning, so I'm connecting with my twin. I can absolutely feel him right now. It gets so close up into my chest that it's definitely difficult for me to breathe. it used to overwhelm me, and I would say to him, stop, you need to stop, calm it down. And he would say, no, it's good. We're connecting. It's good. So I'm feeling the connection. So that's good. It is hard for me, but I'm asking for it, right? I want to use my gifts in a way that's going to help the most amount of people. So when I did the last Reiki session, which I sent literally right before I started driving, I asked that it be sent to my Uncle Phil, his Mama Kitty, my cats, my spiritual twin, and I started thinking of all the people in my life that I know are hurting. Melissa, Amy are the first ones that came to mind. Sarah, Amy's sister, Cheryl Lynn, anybody that has invisible illnesses. There's so many people that have invisible illnesses, and a lot of people think that they're making it up, and they're not making it up. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that somebody else isn't having to deal with something that's really difficult. So I asked that the Reiki move through. I said to Spirit, please use me as a channel for your divine healing energy. And I want them to feel this. Please allow them to feel it. And when it went to the animals, and I started out with the animals, right? I always start with the animals because they're my favorite people. They've always been. They're my best friends since I was a little girl. So I started with them. And they matter a lot because they are our healers. They take our pain, they take our suffering, and they heal us. So they're very, very important. And whoops.